Hi guys, welcome to Empower Me Again. And for today's topic, we're going to talk about redefining yourself. What is some of the most important tools that we need to kind of reinvent ourselves? And yes, this journey can be like a rebirth. So we're going to learn that today, and I'll have this amazing story to share with you guys that can help you on that journey. So stay tuned. Hi guys, so for today's topic we're going to talk about rebooting. And what does that really mean? It basically means to kind of break out of what you think is normal for your life and enter into this unknown domain where you have to kind of really challenge yourself and kind of redefine who you are to fit within what you want out of life. Now, it is important to note that much of what we think about ourselves is not necessarily who we are. It's really programs, and it can come from the stories that we were told about who we are. What are some of the stories you were told about who you are from the most important persons in your life, like your parents? What did your mom say about you, and how did that impact how you feel about yourself? What did your dad say about you, and what did you learn in life from what these important persons would have said about you? And that is very important when we're trying to break out of these boxes and trying to find our true selves and what our purpose are on this earth. Now I have a good story for you guys. When I was now starting this journey, now I'm still on this journey, so that makes it a lot more fun. And I was a very confident person, okay? And at some point, and this does happen sometimes on your journey, your confidence kind of go down and then it goes up sometimes. But what keeps it up is when you believe in yourself. And I remember when I was the queen of wing. Yes, I will not prepare for a presentation. I will just wing it the morning before or the night before and mash up that presentation. So I thought like, yeah, I could speak, I have confidence, I'm going to wing everything. Now, fast forward to graduating from university and having to do an interview and not having much interview experience, because the first interview I went was when I was like 16 years old, and I had to do an interview for a grocery. And when I went to the grocery, I was really scared. It was my first time ever stepping out of my comfort zone. I did not know who I was. I was really shy because my mom would usually do everything for me. She would talk to the bank tellers, do all the important business, and I really thought I couldn't do those important things at 16 years old. So I basically failed that interview and never attempted any other interviews again. So then I had my first interview. I did not prepare for this at all. I remember the morning before the interview. No, let's go back to the night before the interview. The night before the interview, I was listening to Nyla Blackman. She's a local soca singer. I love her so much. And some other singers and dancing and doing all these different things. And then I didn't prepare at all. And this interview, when I walked in the interview room, it was my first time in that type of environment. So my legs was basically shaking. And I remember walking up the stairs not feeling as confident because I don't know what to expect. I've never done a big interview and I was just really scared. So when I went and I walked into the door now, the interviewers were there. There's 3 interviewers. I wanted to die. I was like, oh my God, what is this? I sat down and I was shaking like a leaf. Like everything was shaking. I couldn't concentrate. I was just a mess, a wreck. And I sat down there and interviewers asking very basic questions. Now, it's not really basic questions. It was very behavioral like questions, because it was to, my job was a social work position, so I had some behavioral questions thrown at me. In the interview room, I was shaking like a leaf, and so I was talking like that, mumbling. I don't know how to answer the question. Who are you? I don't know what to say. And basically I flunked out. And I failed the interview, and I knew I failed because they contacted me about a week later and said, you was not successful. So it's not like I'm guessing that I failed. I actually did fail the interview. And in that interview, I had no confidence at all. I was scared, but most importantly, I did not prepare for that at all. And I want to tell you something. Even if you are a great speaker, even if you are a wonderful person and you get along with other people, you have to align yourself with the things that you want. Preparation meets opportunity is luck. You have to prepare to meet your opportunity, even if you have natural gifts and you are talented at these various gifts. You have to prepare yourself. And this is where luck comes in, or good fortune, when you give yourself that opportunity. So you must be intentional when you're on this journey. You must write down your goals and your dreams and who you are. And when you know you have an opportunity that is looking at you, you have to prepare for that opportunity. So even though I was a good speaker, I can talk, I can interact, I know that I would have done well at the job, I didn't prepare. And this is a significant part of unraveling parts of who you are. Because in one part, I'm good at this. In the next part, I didn't prepare at all. And because I lacked preparations, my confidence level was low. I was fumbling. I could not speak. I could not maintain eye contact. I was just a wreck. And most of those questions, I knew the answers because I lived it. I experienced it. I've been working in the field for a number of years, so I know those answers. But because I was not prepared, and because I lacked confidence in myself, because of the lack of preparation, then I kind of stumbled and fell and missed out on that opportunity. Of course, I learned from it, and moving forward, I started to literally eat, sleep, and breathe behavioral interview questions, interact with others, and I started to look myself in the mirror and ask myself the important question: who are you? And what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What do you say about yourself? Not what your parents say about you, not what your siblings say, not what your friends say, and the naysayers. Who are you and what do you say about yourself? So when you are ready to redefine yourself, you have to sit down and ask yourself some really personal questions. The first question you have to ask yourself is, who are you? That question might be simple, but it is very much effective, because when you start to ask yourself these questions, you get to recognize that many of the things you think about yourself comes from what other people tell you and who other people tell you you are. So if you want to achieve great success and you want to reach your milestones, you have to know who you are. This creates a buffer. This creates a shield around you. And once you have confidence and you know who you are, it's very difficult for others to tell you who you are. You want to stop believing what other people say about you and start putting that belief and trust in yourself, and you watch your move mountains. So my little test for you guys is for you to write down 5 things you love about yourself. Not what your parents tell you, not what your friends tell you, but what do you say about yourself? And what is those 5 things that you love about yourself? Let's start our journey to self-discovery, to self-understanding, to self-love, and to reforming ourselves today. So I'll see you guys for our next talk and our next topic. Have a great day, guys.